I was ready to.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. This is my What I Watch. I got quite a few things here to talk about, so let's get started with the first thing. First thing I watched was a 20 movie pack. I watched the first movie on this set, and that is John Wayne. The movie I watched was The Dawn Rider. This was 55 minutes and it was from 1935. The thing about this movie was it was kind of like, it was like when you watch like an old VHS tape, it fades out and everything, and the quality wasn't very good on this DVD at all, but a really good movie. It was actually my first time ever watching a John Wayne movie. This one I just watched last night. This is with John Cena. This is his new movie he came out with, Playing with Fire. It's pretty much about him being a firefighter, and he goes to this cabin and finds these 3 kids in there. And the kids pretty much tell him that his family, his parents are gone somewhere, so he's trying to get home because he wants them to go back to the family. And then you find out later on that their parents, they passed away. So this is a really funny movie. I really enjoyed it. John Cena did a good job into it. This is another one I watched last night too. This is called Venus. It's pretty much about this guy right here. He goes over with this girl and he finds out that he has a son. But then he ends up becoming trans. So the son's pretty much going to the house and the mother doesn't know that he's going there. And then the son meets her parents. So it's a really good movie. I really liked it. It's only 95 minutes. And then we got this one, Night of the Living Dead. It's pretty much about these people. They get invited to this party, and when they wake up, they got their clothes all changed and everything, and they're pretty much re-reacting like the whole Night of the Living Dead. And you got Sid Hagen here. He's at the beginning of the movie, and he's like towards the end too. I really like this one. It's really gory. Then we got Frozen 2. I did like this one. It was really good. I don't know if it holds up from the first one to this one. I think I prefer the first one over this one. But it is good. I really had a good time watching this one. And all the songs are cool into it. And a TV show I watched was the complete first season of Dawsons Creek. This show came out in 1998. I remember hearing about this when I was in school, and I used to watch it all the time. I actually have 2 other seasons. I want to get the rest of the series eventually. So, really happy to have that. This is a movie I borrowed from my friend from work. This is called They. This is a Wes Craven movie. It's pretty much about these kids. When they're little kids, they pretty much have night terrors. And then they pretty much still have them like when they're older. And there's all kinds of stuff in this movie. There's one part that was actually funny in this movie when the kid you see at the beginning, he's older and he's talking to one of his friends, and he's like talking all this gibberish and stuff, and he pretty much blows his head off and everything, and the girl's pretty much telling the other friends about what happened, and the guy's like, I wonder what was going through his head when it happened, and he's like, oh, probably a bullet. And I thought that was actually funny. That's the only funny part was actually this whole movie, but I really enjoyed it. If I ever see it somewhere it's cheap, I want to pick it up. This was really good. I really enjoyed this one. This is A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Tom Hanks pretty much plays Mr. Rogers. It's pretty much about this guy right here. He pretty much writes a magazine, and his job pretty wants him to interview Mr. Rogers, and it's not really his job to do that. But he gets forced into doing it, and then there's all kinds of stuff that happens in this movie. pretty much his sister gets married and everything, and then his real dad comes there, and stuff happens, and I really enjoyed it, and Tom Hanks did a really good job in this movie, I found. Then we got a movie, this is a new movie, this is American Pie Girls Rule. It's pretty much about, like in the first American Pie, when they pretty much like make a pact to lose their virginity. Well, it's pretty much the girls in this one. It's so funny because this one girl, she goes to like the sex shop, and then she's talking to this girl, this woman there, and her other friend's like, yo, you'll never get to see her ever again. And you find out when they go back to school, that woman that was in the sex shop, she's pretty much the principal. And you got Danny Trejo in there too. He only talks at the end of the movie. But it's pretty much, she has a son, and all the girls are pretty much trying to get with him and everything. And it's a really good movie. I really, really enjoyed it. It's not very long. It's like, what? An hour and 36. Then we got a movie here called War on Everyone. Pretty much about these two guys. They're pretty much cops. And this movie is hilarious. If you guys like buddy cop movies, I really like this movie. It was super, super funny, super entertaining. It's only 98 minutes. So. And the last one I have to talk about is Queen and Slim. It's pretty much about these two characters. They're pretty much on a date, and then they leave, and then they're pretty much driving home, and he swerves, and a cop pretty much comes and pulls them over and accuses them of all this stuff, and tells them, like, look in the trunk and everything, and she's like an attorney and stuff, and she's pretty much saying that he can't do that type of stuff, and then he pretty much hauls a gun on them, and then end up shooting her, and then he ends up shooting the cop, and then they're pretty much on the run. So they're pretty much going to all these like people, family and stuff, and then family's other friends are going there. And it's a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. If I ever see it's like cheap, I'm gonna pick it up. It's 2 hours and 12 minutes. But yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. So that's everything I have to show in this video. If you like it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, join the Fam Nation. Remember, I'll also you guys take time to watch the video. They truly do. You see my face for the first time, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you miss an upload. I'll check you next one, and peace.